Siblings of Reddit. What's the worst thing you've seen your sibling do that your parents still don't know about? I was 12 when my older brother did the thing that still wakes me up sometimes. My parents were the type who believed in discipline first, questions later. Any mistake, even small ones, became a full-blown interrogation. My brother, 16 at the time, carried most of the pressure. He was the oldest, the example, the one who wasn't allowed to mess up. One night, he came home from school looking shattered. Not angry, not rebellious, just completely worn down. I didn't know it then, but he'd gotten into a huge fight with his best friend, failed a major test, and gotten benched from the basketball team, all in the same day. When our parents went to bed, he snapped. He walked into the living room, grabbed the heavy metal candle holder on the table, and hurled it at the wall with everything he had. The sound was like a gunshot. The drywall cracked in a perfect fist-sized hole. He didn't stop. He slammed it again, then again, tears running down his face but not making a sound. It was like watching someone break open after years of holding everything in. I was frozen in the doorway. I'd never seen him cry before. Then he looked at me, terrified, not angry, terrified of what our parents would do if they found out. We worked for an hour in the dark, using a little flashlight so we wouldn't wake anyone up. We dragged a dusty bookshelf from the garage and shoved it in front of the hole. Then, to make it look natural, we filled it with our parents' old books so no one would think to move it. The next morning, our mom praised us for organizing the house. My brother barely looked her in the eye. That bookshelf stayed there until we moved out. When the movers finally pulled it away, the wall behind it looked like a crime scene. Cracked, dented, stress fractures spiderwebbing outward. My dad just stared at it for a long time. My brother and I avoided eye contact. To this day, over a decade later, my parents still don't know what happened. My brother eventually told me that night was the closest he'd ever come to not wanting to be here anymore. I think about that a lot. People talk about siblings fighting, annoyances, pranks, but sometimes the worst thing you see your sibling do is break under pressure no one else ever noticed.